Okay, did you go through the portion? No, good morning before that.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, did you go through the portion yesterday? Yes, we'll discuss a few questions, then we'll discuss the whole chapters. Only 2 days, today and tomorrow, we have to discuss the whole 3 chapters and finish off. Because from Monday onwards, we have
Exam.
what exam?
Model.
Model exam, yes. Okay, so take not page, chapter 3. Stress resistant personality, all that is over, right? Yeah, questions. We'll discuss the questions now. Reina, shall we start?
From the last topic, right? Stress and health.
The last chapter.
That stress and health, task oriented and all. Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
It's situation based question. Karim watches TV when he is stressed due to pending assignment in school. According to Edler and Parker, he is using dash mechanism of coping. Option A, avoidance. Option B, task. Option C, relaxation. Option D, meditation.
Vegetation.
Meditation.
Meditation. Okay.
Avoidance.
Okay. Next question. Sneha.
Reduced level of natural killer cell cytotoxicity have been found in people who are highly dash options highly depressed, highly anxious, highly stressed, highly patient.
Highly stressed.
Correct? Yes, Aishwarya. Next one.
Who studied the issue of stress by subjecting animals to a variety of stressors? Should I say the options? Hans Ehle, Endler and Parker, Folkman and Lawrence.
Answer, please.
Hans Ehle. Yes.
Answer. Okay. If you don't know the answer and question, please note it somewhere and study. Revise it. That's the reason why we are conducting revision. Okay, Ashish, next one.
I am working in my friend's shop. After 1 year, I get a good job, but I don't go. The reason behind that is dash. Commitment, control, challenges, all of this.
Commitment, control, challenges, all of these. Answer? Answer, please.
Can you repeat the question?
I am working in my friend's shop for 1 year. After that, I get a good job, but I didn't go. Reason is dash.
Commitment.
Yes.
Okay. Next one, Meghna.
Assertion. Stress cannot cause illness by impairing the workings of the immune system. These studies the effect of stress on the immune system. Option A and R is true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B, A and R is true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C, both A and R are false.
Should we repeat?
Assertion. Stress cannot cause illness by impairing the workings of the immune system. Reason. It studies the effect of stress on the immune system.
Answer. Do you know the answer?
Is it both A and R are false?
Yes.
Both A and R are false. Okay, Amal, next one.
Blood cells are also known as DASH. Leukocytes in the body.
I heard only leukocytes and dash. Can you repeat?
White blood cells are also known as DASH.
Yeah.
Options: leukocyte, pathogen, and antibody.
White blood cells are also known as? What is it?
Leukocytes.
Leukocytes, correct? That is correct. Okay, next question, Sana.
Dash focuses on the links between the mind, the brain, and the immune system. Stress, general adaptation syndrome, neuroimmunology, exhaustion.
Answer. Ashish, what is the answer?
I didn't hear the question.
Okay, can you repeat, Sana?
Dash
Very easy.
focuses on the links between the mind, the brain, and the immune system.
Mind, brain, and immune system. Options.
Stress, general adaptation syndrome, psychoneuroimmunology, and exhaustion.
C.
Psychoneuroimmunology. Okay, that is a very important and a common question. Okay, next, Ashish. Next question, Ashish.
Biofeedback consists of dash stages.
Biofeedback consists of dash stages.
1, 2, 3, 4 options.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many?
3.
Yes.
Correct. Yes. Freud's psychosexual stages of development consists of how many stages? Count. How many?
5 stages.
How many of you say it's 5? How many of you think it's 4? How many of you think it's 3? Three, 4, 5, 6 options. How many for 3? No one. Okay, how many for 4? No one. How many for 5? Only one. How many for 6? Nobody. Okay, what are your answers, Sneha?
Either 4 or 5, ma'am.
Either 4 or 5. Amal, how many stages do you think are there in 5? Okay, Meghna? Huh? Either 4 or 5. There is no such option. You have to fix one. 5. Ashish?
5.
5. Okay. Can you tell me the names? Yes, which are the stages? Very important. I told you while we discussed that topic. Freud's psychosexual stages of development, starting from
Oral.
oral stage. Yes. After oral? Ashish, correct.
Anal.
Anal, oral, anal. Then comes
Oedipus.
oral, anal,
Phallic.
phallic. Phallic stage is the one where two complexes come. Oedipus and the Electra complex. They are not stages, they are complexes inside phallic stage. Oral, anal, phallic. Then comes
Latency.
latency. Finally, the last one.
Genital.
Genital stage, oral, anal, phallic, latency, genital. This order is also important. A very common question in the question papers. Which is the correct order? You have to identify the correct order or the sequence of Freud's psychosexual stages of development. So oral, anal, phallic, latency, genital. Okay, these are the 5 stages. Then how many levels of consciousness has Freud proposed? Levels
3
of
level.
consciousness. 3 levels. Which are the 3 levels, Reina?
Conscious.
Hmm.
Unconscious.
Middle part?
Unconscious.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Piaget. What did you say?
Pre-conscious.
Preconscious. Correct. So, can unconscious, the material in unconsciousness be brought into the conscious awareness by ourselves? Can we bring it to conscious awareness? No, we
No.
can't do it ourselves, but with the help of a therapist, yes, it is possible. Okay. But if a question comes, can we bring it to consciousness? No, we cannot. We cannot do it on our own. Then what about the material in pre-conscious? Can we bring it to consciousness? Yes or no? How many of you think
Yes.
yes?
If attended to.
If attended to. How many of you think it's a yes? If attended to. Okay. How many of you think it's a no? Okay. So pre-conscious, the material inside the pre-consciousness can be brought to the conscious awareness of individuals, again, if attended to. If we listen to that, if we have already stored that in the memory system, then obviously we can bring it. Remember that day I asked about some class teacher or something? Your previous years, your childhood years class teacher. And at that moment, I think it was Amal who did the activity, isn't it? Yes. He doesn't remember. Okay. The thing is that you don't remember about her. It was a her, if I remember it right. And you didn't remember about her till that moment. But when I asked that question, you could recollect from the past. Okay, so that we brought the material from the pre-consciousness to the consciousness level or conscious level. Okay, and in which level are we aware of the things happening in the present? Which is that level? Igna?
Conscious.
Consciousness. We are aware of everything in the conscious level. Okay, and what did Freud compare this to? The levels of consciousness to?
Iceberg.
Iceberg concept, iceberg analogy. Okay, then another point I've seen in some guides is that we didn't discuss that. It's an out of syllabus question. Dreams are the roads to the mind or something. There is one famous statement. The answer is dreams. Okay. If such a question comes, if road and Freud comes, then remember it is the dreams. It's about the dreams. What else? Then structure of personality. Which are the elements of the structure by Freud?
Ego, superego.
Id, ego, superego. Yes, it follows the dash principle. Amal. It follows the dash principle. Options: reality, morality, pressure.
And pleasure.
Pleasure principle. Yes. Ego follows the dash principle. Sana. Morality, pleasure, or reality? Ego.
Morality.
Ego. Ego is reality. Ego is following reality principle. Don't confuse it. It is also very important. First comes pleasure, then comes reality, then comes morality. Okay, always remember it, ego, superego. So the both extremes are the pleasure. It will always follow the pleasure principle that wants pleasure. Superego will always follow the morality principle or the moral principle, that is do's and don'ts. Okay, so ego is the one who, ego is the what? Starting with M.
Morality.
Huh?
Mediator.
Mediator. Ego is the mediator between id and the superego. Okay, who follows the morality principle? Superego. Yes, superego follows the morality principle. The ethical codes of conduct, everything is set by the superego. That is a very extreme form. And it is the ego that mediates between it and the superego. And then according to situation, ego arranges all the things, all the behaviors of humans. Okay. So that is it. Then okay, and I think in the question bank also there was a question when you get something valuable lying on the floor. Which part of your personality or your behavior would force you to give it back to the owner? Which is the part? Id, ego or superego?
Superego.
Superego, because it follows the morality principle. It will remind you that it's not morally correct to do it. Okay, then if somebody wants to eat something, is very much hungry, and they without looking at the situation, they go and grab and eat the food without looking at the situation or the circumstances. Which structure of personality or which element of personality is forcing them to do it? Ego or superego? Just the one.
Id.
Id. Okay. That portion is very important. Please to revise. Then the difference between trait approach and type approach. That is also very important. You have to look at the definition and learn. One is a set of patterns. The other one is typology. Okay. Which is the set of patterns, and behavior patterns are brought about by which one? Found out by which one? Confused. Take trait and type approach, chapter 2. Page 30. Okay, underline and learn those two approaches. Type approach comprehend human personality by examining certain broad patterns in the observed behavioral characteristics of individuals. Did I say typology again? Ah, yes, that was my mistake. Okay. Then trait approach focus on the specific psychological attributes along which individuals tend to differ in consistent and stable ways. And examples also, please note the examples there. For example, one person may be less shy, whereas another may be more, or one person may be less friendly, whereas another may be more. It is based on a single trait, but the varying degrees that we consider in trait approaches. Like, for example, shyness itself. We are taking shyness as a factor, as a trait, and then we are looking or comparing people based on their varying degrees of shyness. One person is high in shyness, one person is low in shyness, one person is moderate in shyness, like that. But in type approach, what do we do? If there is a common pattern, or if there is a common set of what do you call stable patterns or behavioral patterns, then we put them into one type. We put them into one category. Think of type A: high motivation, always in hurry, lack of time. All these are common factors. So the people who belong to this pattern, we put it into one category, that is type A. Okay, that is why the typology or the type approach is focusing on the broad patterns. Okay, understood the difference? Yes or no? Yes. Then type A, type B, type C, type D is very important. Which disease or which disorder are they prone to? That is also very important. Type A, which is the disease?
Anxiety.
Anxiety. Along with that, there is one major disorder, that disease that we learned.
Coronary heart disease.
Coronary heart disease, and along with that, one more was there, no? Hypertension or something. Yes, hypertension. Then B. Type B is just the opposite. Then type C, which disease? Terminal, like C for
Cancer.
cancer. D, depression. Okay, it is important. Then integral and technological intelligence. Technological intelligence is in which culture? Indian or Western? Or Asian or Western? Technological. Ashish, think and answer. Just consider this as a board exam question. Don't look. Technology. When you think of technology, is it the Western culture or Indian culture that comes to your mind, or Asian culture?
Western.
Western. So technological intelligence is related to Western cultures. Okay. And it follows an individualistic or collectivistic culture, which is that. Western culture follows individualistic or collectivistic.
Individualistic.
And Indian culture? Collectivistic. It is there in page number 16. This is also very common in the question banks. Page number 16, top part, right side. Some non-Western societies value self-reflection and collectivistic orientation as opposed to personal achievement and individualistic orientation, which means they focus on self-reflection, but along with the collectivistic orientation, like ours. In Indian culture, that is followed. Okay, and Indian and integral. I told you to connect like that and learn. Integral, Indian. Okay, but don't connect it with individualistic. It's just the opposite. Collectivistic, integral, Indian. That is the set. Then this facets of intelligence in integral intelligence or Indian tradition. That is important. The 3 competence with 1 capacity: cognitive capacity, social competence, emotional competence, and entrepreneurial competence. Again, when you get the features like self-regulation, self-monitoring of emotions, honesty, politeness, good conduct, and self-evaluation. Even if you don't know the correct option, like the correct term, you can look at the options. Most probably these 4 will be given. From that, the most related is emotional one, right? Because self-regulation of emotions is 1 point given in that, given in the explanation. So obviously it will be related to emotional competence. Please don't leave a question unattended in the exam. Okay. Even if you find it very difficult, you leave that and attend the next one. But later on, you can come back to that question. Just as I told now, just analyze the options with the question. There'll be something or the other to relate in the question itself. Okay, and answer. And always note, yesterday I told you about the question paper pattern. There are options from which you can choose from. I mean the questions. It's not necessary that you attend all the 60 questions. You have to attend only how many?
50 questions.
50 questions. Okay, 20 from the first set, 20 from the second set, and 10 from the last section. Okay, so don't worry if you don't know something. And finally, when you finish off the work, at least when you finish off one section itself, count and keep if you have attended all the 20, all the necessary 20. Then not only for my subject, I'm talking about all the subjects. Okay, the first exam is psychology. That's why I'm stressing more on this. Okay, then emotional intelligence, you know, right? Only one major definition is given. Then can emotional intelligence or the EQ be changed? Can EQ be modified? Well, yes, Grishma?
Yes.
Yes, EQ can be modified, not like the other intelligence. EQ can be modified with proper training, then the guidance classes, counselings, then and so many other programs, student-oriented programs or the other adult-oriented programs. Okay. Then definition of creativity, very common. It is there. Then self as subject and self as object. That is a topic that we don't consider as much important, but I've seen questions from this section. It was like so many statements about self as subject and self as object is given, and then they'll ask choose the correct choose the statements that are true about self as subject and object. So for that, you have to know. There is some statement, I know who I am. Okay. Their self is being described as a knower as well as something that can be known. That statement was also there in the question bank. Okay. So self can be a knower as well as something that can be known. That is why it is considered as a subject as well as object. One who does the action, what do we call them?
Subject.
Subject. One who receives the action is the object. Okay. So doer is the subject and receiver, excuse me, receiver is the object. Then what else? What do you call the technique that is used to reward yourself or reward your behaviors for pleasant outcomes? You rewarding yourself for pleasant outcomes. What is the word in psychology that you know related to rewards?
Reinforcement.
Reinforcement. Whom are you reinforcing or rewarding?
Self.
Self. So what is the answer? You're reinforcing yourself. So what is the answer?
Self-reinforcement.
Self-reinforcement is the answer. It is a technique given in page 27. Those four, not four, three, you know. Those three techniques are important. Techniques of self-regulation or self-control. That's why I told you there'll be something in the question that connects to the answer. So read the question repeatedly and then try to find it. Don't lose hope and leave it there and move to the next one. Even if you leave, just come back to the question when you finish off. Like, don't sit for hours with the same question. If you don't know, okay, fine, leave it. But keep in mind that you've missed something. So after that, check continuously. Also, your bubbling should be correct. When you do the OMR sheet, your bubbling should be correct. Then those who are coming to the hostel, please take the record sheets and come. Okay. And the record sheets to write the practicals. You never know when the instruction will be given to start writing. Okay, then what else? The two approaches to intelligence, theoretical approaches, which are they?
Psychometric and information processing.
Psychometric and information processing. Don't confuse with the two. So which one gives a single index, cognitive index?
Psychometric.
Psychometric, because in psychometric, we are measuring a psychological attribute as intelligence. We are giving a score, isn't it? IQ. We are finding the IQ with the intelligence test. That is why that approach is considered as giving us a single index for intelligence. Okay, psychometric. Information processing, again, from the name itself, you can understand. It deals with so many processes of intelligence, or processes involved in intelligence. Okay. I hope the proponents of theories are thorough by now. Who proposed which theory? Personality, just revise more. Intelligence would be thorough, I suppose, because we had a slow revision there. So personality also, please revise. Who proposed the concept about archetypes, collective unconscious? He was a follower of Sigmund Freud.
Carl Jung.
Carl Jung. Carl Jung is the one who suggested about the archetypes. What are archetypes? What images?
Primordial.
Primordial images. It is present in which unconscious? According to Jung, there is a name, particular name given for the unconscious. What unconscious is it? Starting with C. I said in the question also. Collective unconscious. Okay. And it is the archetypes and all are inherited. According to that theory, it is inherited, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. Then Alport, Cattell, and Eysenck's theory. You might confuse, so learn them thoroughly. Learn it separately, then learn it together. And understand the differences between the three, and you won't confuse anymore. Okay. Alport's theory, it's regarding the cardinal, central, and secondary traits. Okay. Then Cattell's theory, 16PF was the factor analysis was done, and 16PF that was developed from this factor analysis. Then source traits and surface traits comes here. Then Eysenck's theory had 2 dimensions at first, then the third dimension was added, which was that psychotism versus
Antisocial.
psychotism versus psychotism versus something related to social.
Antisocial.
Huh? Not antisocial.
Social desirability.
Social desirability. What is given in the textbook? Sociability. Okay, page number 33. Psychotism versus sociability. Today is Thursday. Yes, you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. Divide the topics and learn. Either you take 1 chapter per day, or you, I think the most effective would be, it's my suggestion, you can do according to your comfort. Divide the 3 chapters into 3 portions. There is intelligence into 3 portions, the personality into 3 portions, and stress into 3 portions. Okay, and these 3 days consider 1 portion from each chapter. Otherwise, by the time you finish 1 chapter, when you reach the next chapter, you would have left all the portions in the first chapter behind. So mix it up and learn. Okay, and keep, again, I'm reminding you, keep practicing the questions from the sample question papers as well as the questions that are posted in the group. Okay. And when you learn from the question bank also, please refer to the textbook and learn. There might be some printing mistakes or some errors in it. Don't just focus solely on the MCQs, the question banks. Then who proposed the big 5 factor theory? Costa and McRae. It's there in page number 33. Note that and study. The instinctual life force that energizes the id. What is it called? Instinctual life force, or the energy that energizes the id. Whenever you see energy, this is the answer, most probably.
Libido.
Libido. Okay, and it is basically the sexual energy as proposed by Freud. Okay, then defense mechanisms. You please study with the examples. All the different ego defense mechanisms. Then what are ego defense mechanisms? Actually, it's a means of escapism from anxiety. Okay, it's given in page 35. It is a way of reducing anxiety by distorting reality. Very important question. Means of reducing anxiety by distorting reality. Let me just mark the attendance and I'll leave you. Okay. So for the next day, please read the 3 chapters properly and come. If you have any doubt in it, please do let me know in the today evening itself. Okay. All right. So then we'll meet next day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.